What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Dre World back here in his own world with the Mustang GT at the Advanced Auto Parts. We just picked up my oil filter because by the title and the thumbnail, we are going to be doing an oil change on 2019 Mustang GT, who actually got a 2018 motor swapped into here because my last motor blew up because I went a little too long without doing oil change. And I used the Motorcraft oil, bro, and it didn't last me long at all. Today, we got some new oil from Valvoline, and we gonna turn up. I got quiet start on right now. I don't even know if y'all gonna hear it here from over here. Let's see. Nope. Especially not with the cars coming around passing by. But she's on. Advanced Auto Parts. Sponsor me, bro. Sponsor me. Alright, guys, we made it back to the crib. Look what we got right here. We got the oil and the oil filter right here. I got the 5W30 fully synthetic motor oil going into the Mustang GT with the Pmsss intake, long tube headers, catted, xpipe, E85 tune, basic map tunes for 93 as well. What else I got on here? That's about it to the engine. Oh, injectors. I think I got beefier spark plugs. Other than that, that's all I got done. But yeah, I usually use 5W20, but we're using 5W30 from now on because this is what Ford recommends for the Gen 3s. They actually swapped it from 5W20 to 5W30, right? But on the manual, it still says 5W20. And you can still run with 5W20, but in my experience, I feel like I had to do way more oil changes with the 5W20. So we're going to test out the 5W30. Y'all know I usually go to the Valvoline shop to do my oil change because it's easy. I don't got to get on the ground. But today, I'm going to be a grown man, and I'm going to do my own oil change. If you don't know how to do an oil change, maybe this video will help you. Start by jacking up your car. Could jack it up through the middle, but I'm gonna jack it up side by side for now because I am on a little incline. Go ahead and jack up the car. Car's jacked up all the way. For some reason my jack stand don't go down. This handle's like stuck. As long as this jack stand don't fall or anything, you should be good. See where your oil drain plug is at? Mine is right there. And then locate your oil filter. Y'all know I have the Suburban, right? The transmission just gave out on me, bro. So I am currently under the car. I have located the oil filter. The oil filter on my car is on the driver's side. It's literally, this is the undershield. It's literally right here. You know, right behind the wheel. It's literally right behind the wheel of the driver's side. Driver side, right? I got the oil pan right here. So we're going to, I'm gonna get some gloves real quick. Got my gloves now. Go ahead and loosen this. I think I gotta squeeze maybe. My last oil drain plug was yellow. I don't know when it turned red. All right, we got it turned. Just gotta turn it. It's going to spill out. So make sure your pan is aligned because it's going to be a little mess. Get ready. Get ready. Oh. Well, that's a lot. Ooh, that's a lot. And I got it all on the ground, dang it. Ooh, that's a lot. Ooh. Ooh, it's overfilling. It's overfilling. It's overfilling. Oh no, don't do what I just did. Oh, the pan overfilled. The pan overfilled. Take out your pan. Don't make a mess like I did. Is it on? I don't know if it's... And now my hands are slippery because of oil. Hopefully it's on. Fuck recording, bro. Recording while doing all this with one hand is not it. When you got a V8 or any type of car that you're gonna be pushing high RPMs, you gotta make sure that you keep up with the oil change more frequently than a regular car. But let me do all this so I don't spill more and I catch y'all. Locate your oil filter. Usually you can turn it with your left hand, but my hand is oiled up and slippery. Got this oil filter tool, which clamps on if it's big enough. Clamp, is it big enough? All right, so I have removed the oil filter. When you move it, it's going to have oil start coming out. This is the oil filter that was on before from the Valvoline shop. I don't have no complaints. All oil filters do the same thing. You change it all the time, so it don't look like it was dirty inside of the oil filter or any of that. So I also wiped it down over there. You get the new oil filter, and then you put oil around the seal, the rubber seal right here. I have put the oil filter onto the car. Now it's for the fun part. Get you your clean funnel, get your oil, and pour your oil onto the car. All right, let's go. Y'all should know this already. Don't ever start your car without putting oil in your car, bro. Y'all should know this though. All right, make sure your drain plug is on, your oil filter is on. Make sure everything is good before you start the car. Yeah, I don't know when the recording stopped. Car's running pretty smooth. With this car, I can go to settings, I can go to vehicle, and then oil life reset. And then I can press that to reset it. And I don't really like follow that because it says 61%, bro. And I only had basically 5 quarts in the car when it takes 10. So I had half the oil in the car that it needed. Turn it off. Get this. Put it back. All right, put it back. Take it back out and check it. All right, so it should be clear. A little bit of orange or brown. It should be clear. And it looks pretty filled to me. So that's a successful oil change in my books. Stop the car and then you're good. What I plan on doing is putting my GoPro somewhere in the engine bay for y'all to hear the intake. Maybe like somewhere in here or something. That'd be sweet. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I might add something else in this video, I'm not sure. But I'm gonna back the car up, clean up this oil mess I made, and then I'll catch you on the next clip or next video.